Hello students. This morning we are going to look at the Microsoft Office Excel. Excel is a professional software which belongs to Office developed by Microsoft. This is the most complete and the most used product to collect and organize data. Hope you get me. Okay, so now let's get started. Is it? So with your Windows, there's a start menu, there's a Excel, or you can type Microsoft Excel. Is the one 2017. This is the interface of the Excel, and every Excel has its features according to the version. So here on my left side is the workbooks. Then with this 2017, we have templates. Here are some of templates that you can use. Okay, there's a new, so let's open new worksheet. There's the interface of every new worksheet. Okay, introduction. Hello students, I'm going to introduce to you overview or brief of using an Excel. In every Excel we have rows and columns. The rows are with the numbers, the columns are with the alphabet. We have the tabs. So file tab, this is a home tab. Insert tab, this is a page layout tab. There is a formula, data, review, view, and help. At each of these tab, we have ribbon and groups. So for example, here is a home tab. The home tab, we have the font. The font talks about the alphabet. Then the font, we have the font style, and there is a font size. So there's a let's take an example. Let's type geometry. So geometry, this geometry, this is the font style. Okay, so come back to geometry, highlight it, come to the star. You see now the geometry is changing. So there's an introduction, come to the number, the size. See, it's 8, very small. Okay, you can choose to underline it. There's a bold, you can make this geometry, you can make it bold, you can italic it here. So there's introduction about font, there's alignment, and so on. We have the insert. If you come to the insert button, we have table, we have pictures, these are the ribbons, then we have charts, and so on. Then we come to page layout. So home, insert, page layout, ribbons, and groups. So insert, these are the groups. The illustration, this they are group under illustrations, this they are group under here. So font, all these are font group under here. Okay, now there's an introduction. Then also in the cell, formatting a cell, this is called a cell. Then we have each cell has a name. So with this cell, the name is BA1. If you come here, the name is B1. If you come here, the name is A2. If you come here, C2. Okay, so my student may ask, say, how come did we get these names? Okay, it's very simple. The intersection of the columns of the alphabet and the rows of the numbers give us the name. So you see this row, the number 3, and this is the row, this is the column, then this is D, and this is the row. Where they meet give us the name. Okay, I hope now you understand me better. Okay, and let me add one more thing. We have sheet. So this sheet, you can add more sheets. You press on it, you can add, see, sheet 2, then you can add more sheets to your workbook. Okay, so now let's move to today's lesson. Content. Today's content, or my content. 1, alignment of cell. I'm going to teach on how to make alignment in a worksheet. 2, changing column width. 3, changing row height. And 4, changing font attribute. So by the end of this lesson, each student must be able to do must be able to create and save open a sheet in a spreadsheet, enter data, text, numbers, and formulas sheet, navigate within sheet and also between different sheets, insert and delete cells, select, copy, paste, and delete cell data, use various formulas and inbuilt function, and finally define and apply styles and enhance worksheet. Okay, so now let's get started. Line. So on our previous lesson, we talked about editing cell content by pressing the F2 or double clicking the cell. And we also talk about text entries. The formulas and the numbers are left aligned. So our previous lesson, by default, every text entries, every formulas and numbers are left aligned. Okay, so today's content, I'm going to show you how to put this here on a left and a right or a center. Okay, so first, there's the alignment menu. So okay, so let me type three-letter west try. Let me bold it. By default, our previous lesson, you see, by default is on left. So now we are going to move, or I'm going to move this one to the right one. This is the menu of the alignment. So this is the left, this is the center, and this the right alignment. Just press on it. See, it has moved. So let me zoom it for you to see. Okay, so we want it to go back to its original position. Just press here. Okay, always make sure you are in the cell. Okay, so okay, then if you want this letter to be in the center, you press here. So this is how to do that. And we also have merge and center. Merge and center. So you can do this one by first okay, then merge and center. That's how it's done. Okay, that's it. So this for first one. We are going to treat on changing column width. This is a column. Changing the width, like the side by side. Okay, so this is a D. Okay, when I type, all this thing is in a D cell, right? You see it has moved along E cell, but it's not in E cell. So how do you change this column width? Okay, we have two ways of doing it, but I'm having a problem with my mouse, so let me try this one. Okay, this is A cell. Okay, okay, make sure you get this arrow, right or left, and drag it. So there's it. I have formatted it right now. You right click it and drag it. Okay, there's another way to do this thing, is to highlight everything in the cell and double click. So let me see if I can show you that one. Oh, highlight everything. Okay, I think it's there. Highlight everything. and double click. So changes have taken place, but there are no wells, so let me just type anything. See the changes. So now each of this is in its own cell, but at first it wasn't like that. So this is another way of making changes. Then let's move to the last two, changing row height. So come here, the word. Okay, we've done this one. And done formatting a toolbar with changing column width. So it's very simple. Okay, place the cursor in the column whose width is to be changed. Choose the column option from the format menu. Okay, type in the required, so place the cursor, or method 2 is place the cursor on the line between the column heading. The cursor with two arrows appears. Move the mouse right while holding down the left. The width indicator appears on the screen. Okay. So let's take this for example. It's changing row height. Let's go back and see something here. What did it say here? We are done with the levit. We are moving to this is what I'm looking for. So using the menu bar, place the cursor anywhere in the row whose height is to be changed. Choose the row option. Okay, this is the method 1. So place the cursor anywhere in the row whose height is to be changed. Row. Okay. Place the cursor anywhere. Choose the row option from the format. Type in the required row height in the number and click OK. So let's see method 2. Method 2 says by dragging, place the cursor on the line between 1 and 2 row heading. The cursor should look like the one displayed above with 2. Move the mouse downwards or upwards while holding down the left. Okay, let's go to the field and practice it. So there's a column, this is a row, this is actually the row. is a row, this is a column. Let me see. Okay, these are changes. Okay. So let me see. Okay. 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 This is what we are talking about. Okay. So as I have done it, let me go back and show you. This is it. Method 2, by dragging, place the cursor on a line between 1 and 2 row headings. The cursor should look like the one displayed above with 2 arrows. Move the mouse downwards or upwards while holding down the left mouse button. The height indicated appears on the screen. Release the left mouse button when the height indicator shows the desired height. So let's go on the field for practical. This is how it's done. This 1 and 2 row. There's a cursor, up and down arrow, right click. If you want it to be down, see. If you want to go up, okay. So it's like formatting on the column and this formatting on the height. So we are done with content number 1, aligning cell content. We are done with changing column width. Then we are done with changing row height. Okay, and there's method 1. Let me see if I can teach you method 1 of changing row. Okay. So method 1 says place the cursor anywhere in the room whose size will change. Choose a row option from the format menu. Okay. Okay, let me see that one. If anywhere is any, let me see. Is the options. Okay, is the formatting cell. Okay. Formatting cell. Okay. Number, okay, text. Alignment, rotation, number, alignment form. Okay. Now let's move to the last content. Changing font attributes. Let's use this for example. Okay, font attribute, there is the groups. So there is it. Enter into the cell. First, we want to change the styling and the size of this font. First, highlight it. Okay, go to this, the arrow down. You can choose any of these. It will change. Come to the size, choose any of these size. So let's choose 10 or 9 or 48. 48 is too big, so let's choose 9. It has changed. Okay, you can also change the color. Okay, you have to first the same format, make a highlight, then apply any color you want. You see, apply any color. You can also use this paint bucket to fill the background. Okay, so there's a paint bucket, so let's see if you can do that one too. Oh, it's not showing here. Yes, so there's it. So this formatting, so this is the size, the font size. Okay, so well, now you are good to go. I hope now you can now format a cell with how to align it, how to change column width, how to change row height, and changing font attributes. Okay, so let's make quick editing and close for the lesson. Okay, so you see we are on a B cell. Okay, so enter 7443. let's make quick changes. Doesn't look nice here. So now it's looking more nice. Okay, now this additional one, additional lesson. Okay, so there's it. So assignment, take your assignment. Okay, let me give you a simple assignment. Okay, okay. There are many ways, shortcuts of moving forward, coming back, going down. Moving forward is the arrow, but there's another shortcut for it. Coming back is the arrow. You can use another forward. Going down is an arrow. So your assignment is to go and find the shortcut of formatting a cell by moving right in a cell, moving left or coming back in a cell, moving down and up the shortcut, this movement. Thank you for your patience. I want you to get ready and prepare yourself. Tomorrow, go and listen to the podcast as well and download it. Thank you. Okay.